Hello, good evening. My name is Sandeep Nipane. I'm from Kimpo University of Group B and my student number is 2246009. Today I'm going to talk about Nepalese culture. So this is my project code I have made, and let's go through the PDF. These are the content of my PDF. First of all is introduction and culture and society of Nepal. Another one is Festival of Nepal, dance and music, art and craft, architecture of Nepal, cuisine of Nepal, traditional attire, language and literature, primary occupation of Nepali native. So first of all, let's see the introduction of Nepal. Nepal is a beautiful country in South Asia, known for its amazing mountain, including Mount Everest, the highest in the world. It has a mix of flat plains and high peaks, making a great place for nature lover and adventurers. The main language spoken in Nepal is Nepali, but there are over 120 different languages and dialects used by various ethnic groups such as Maithili and Bhojpuri. This shows the country's rich diversity. Nepal's culture is influenced mainly by Hinduism and Buddhism. Festivals like Dasai and Tihar are important celebrations that brings people together and showcase colorful traditions. Tradition, art, craft, and music are also a big part of daily life, making Nepal a fascinating place to visit. So we can see the map of Nepal and the Mount Everest in the picture. Let's talk about the culture and society of Nepal. The culture of Nepal is rich and unique. The cultural heritage of Nepal has evolved over the centuries. The multidimensional heritage encompasses the diversities of Nepalese ethnic, tribal, and social group, and it manifests in music and dance, art and craft, folklore and folktales, language and literature, philosophy and religion, festivals and celebration, food and drinks. The culture of Nepal is as diverse as the ethnic lingual groups of people present in Nepal. This group, some native, some arrived from other countries, together create a vibrant and vivid culture of Nepal, which is similar in some aspect to the culture of its neighboring areas with some unique and distinct feature of its own. Third one is Festival of Nepal. The varied culture of Nepal is seen through its many festivals. Nepalese celebration numerous festivals throughout the year. Major festivals include Dasai Puja, which is also known as Durga Puja, which marks the victory of goddess Durga over the demon Mahishasur. It is one of the most anticipated festival of the year, and it's celebrated by Nepali Hindu and with great pomp and joy for 15 days in the month of Ashwin, September to October. Tihar, Diwali, also called as Swanti and Ampatsak by some communities, is another famous festival celebrated for 5 days. In addition to decorating the house with lights, animals are worshipped during this period. We can see in the picture. Other popular festival in Nepal are Paghu Purnima, which is also known as Holi, Janai Purnima, it is also known as Raksha Bandhan, Mahashivratri, Krishna Janmashtami, Gai Jatra, which is procession of decorated cow to commemorate the dead and also involve mask dance, mokeri and traditional dance like Kinta Gising, Gishi. Another famous festival is Buddha Jayanti. So let's talk about New Nepali music and dance. Nepal has a rich tradition of folk as well as classical dance. According to Hindu mythology, Shiva, who is the god of dance in his Nataraja form, used to do his famous Tandava dance here in the Himalayas. Different communities have their own dance forms which are performed during various festivals, fairs, and family occasions. Some folk dance, including popular dance of Nepal, are Dandi dance, which is a stick dance performed during Paghu Purnima, Dhan Nach, which is performed by member of Limbu community to celebrate the harvest of crop, Chandi Nach, performed by the Rai during Udoli and Uvoli, Panchabauddha Nritya, a Buddhist dance that has to be performed by 5 people, Bhairav Nritya, where the dancer dances dressed as Bhairav, as you can see in the picture. Music is also an important element of Nepalese culture. It has been a source of manifestation of their emotions, telling of stories, and also a form of entertainment, just like dance. Nepalese music is also classified according to the community. The Tamang, Gurung, Sherpas, Maithalis, Nevas, Kitats, Magar, and Tharuds each have their own distinct music and singers. Musical instruments like madal, dhime, panjibaja, and sarangi often accompany the songs. So let's talk about art and craft of Nepal. In Nepal, we may find its wall adorned with beautiful and vibrant paintings. These are actually Thanga and Poba paintings depicting Hindu and Buddhist deities. Although traditionally they have been important element of Nepal's culture, presently they are produced for the market as tourists love buying them as souvenirs. The handicraft play a crucial part in the culture of Nepal as it defines the art and craft scenes of the nation. Let's talk about architecture of Nepal. The Pashupati Temple in Kathmandu, which attracts a multitude of tourists, is one of the oldest examples of pagoda-style architecture in the world, being built in the 1st century AD. It is even believed that the Nepali architecture named Araniko was the first to introduce the pagoda-style architecture in China. Other examples of this style including Pasantapur Palace and Saigunaran Temple. Fine example of stupa style architecture are the famous Buddha and Swayambunatha stupa. Some stupa can also be spotted in Patan, built by Emperor Asoka in the 3rd century BC. The Sikara style is another prominent style of architecture in the country. It includes a tall mountain peak shaped towering containing stone or wood carving. The Krishna temple in Patan is an example of this style. In addition to this, the Newari style that originated from the Newaris and the Mughal style can be observed occasionally. Let's talk about the cuisine of Nepal. Dal bhat is the staple foods of all Nepalese, irrespective of ethnicity. While bhat refers to a simple boiled rice, dal is lentil-based gravy. This is often accompanied by a vegetable curry tarkari. Other than this, there are some variation in the food consumed by different ethnic groups and also depending upon the region. Like for instance, people residing in the mountains region may substitute rice for other grains like wheat, maize, millets, cornmeals, or barley. Let's talk about traditional attire. The traditional attire worn by the Nepali people are the Daura Sural for men and Gunne Choli for women and constitute a major portion in the culture of Nepal. The Daura is a type of double-breasted kurta worn upper body and fastened with 8 string, while the Sural is the trouser. It is worn with a type of cap called Dhaka topi and sometimes with jacket or waistcoat too. Gunne Choli consists of a cotton sari which is draped like a skirt on the lower body and worn with a blouse or cholo and lots of traditional jewelry. When a Nepali girl turns 7, there is a tradition of gifting her dress to mark her coming of age. The dress is reserved for marriage, festival, and other special occasions in Nepal. So let's talk about language and literature. Although Nepali is the national and official language of Nepal, it is actually a multilingual nation with each ethnic groups conversing on its own distinct tongue. As, as many as 123 languages are spoken in Nepal, the most spoken ones being Nepali, Maithili, Bhojpuri, Tharu, and Tamang. Nepalese language is written in the Devanagari script and has actually evolved from the ancient Sanskrit language. Literature began to develop only since the 19th century with some notable Nepalis like Lakshmi Prasad Devkota, Anubhakta Acharya, Balkrishna Sam, Motiram Bhatta, Parijat, and many others making a remarkable contribution to Nepali literature. Lyrical poetry, tragic drama, and short story are some common forms of the Nepali literature, and they deal with the themes like social issues faced by the people, patriotism, and love stories. So let's talk about the last but not the least primary occupation of the Nepali native. Nepal is an agro-based economy, implying that a majority of its population, around 70%, is engaged in agriculture and related work. Most of the farming takes place in the southern Tarai plains and also in some part of the lower hilly areas. Fruits and vegetables, there are like rice, wheat, and maize, and tea are the main crops cultivated. The remaining 30% of the people are employed in the service sector and industries. You can already predict that tourism is an important industry in the country, being a privileged site for Buddhist and Hindu, and not to forget that trekkers and mounters also. Apart from this, peoples are also employed in financial institute, transport sector, contribution sectors, and software sector in urban areas, and engaged in animal husbandry and fishery in rural area. That was all about the culture of Nepal. Despite having over 100 different ethnic groups, there is a unity in diversity in the nation, thus truly making it a land of never-ending peace and love. Thank you very much.